everybody. Thank you for tuning in for our Wine Wednesday Jam Happy Hour session. I'm very excited to introduce the artist today who's also tuned in today from Wine Country. We've got Eric Long. How we doing?
Hey, how we doing, guys? Good to see you, Sam.
Are you tuned in from your homemade home studio?
Yeah, so over the course of the past year, I moved up to Santa Rosa and built a little home studio here with, full kind of recording capabilities, and it's super nice, yeah. So
Heck
tuning in
yeah.
from my studio.
Love it. And for everyone who's watching, thank you for joining us. And make sure you check out music and merch and awesome updates that you can receive through ericlongofficial.com. And we're going to be posting those links all throughout today's session. But over the next hour, we've got a lot of music in store for you. And hope you've got some wine poured up at home. We're halfway through the work week, everybody. So if you're at home watching, stay tuned. We got a lot in store, and I say maybe let's just kick it off with the first song.
Cool, yeah. So this is a song called Come On Baby and Dance With Me.
Ooh.
Your hand in mine was all that I needed. Under a sky of stars alight, I told myself I would not be cheated, that I'd hold you in my arms tonight. I can't recall if my will was shaky as I watched you from across the air. See, I was hoping that you had not been taken, but your hazel eyes might take me there. You come on, baby, dance with me. Yeah, what do you say? Well, you didn't have to say a word, 'cause baby, we were dancing in the rain. I still have that look that you gave me. I keep it held down away, locked up behind a wall of ivy, and it's been waiting ever since that day. Well, the sky opened up and the clouds fell through. You stepped on my toes and I fell into sweet love with you. You come on, baby, dance with me. Yeah, what do you say? Well, you didn't have to say a word, baby, we were dancing in the rain. Yeah, baby, we were dancing in the rain. Yeah, baby, we were dancing in the rain.
Woo! Thank you, Eric.
Yeah.
So, for everyone tuned in right now, I think they can find that entire LP in vinyl form on your website.
Yeah.
And you have some t-shirts too?
Yeah, I've got t-shirts, CDs, vinyl. So the standard kit, it's all available on the website. So ericlongofficial.com.
There you go, everybody. And if you're feeling tipsy today on this Fine Wine Wednesday, then you can venture over to the Venmo that's linked below at Eric Long Music, because this man is providing us with our version of a concert as we know it right now. And absolutely can't wait till live in-person music is a thing again. And we'll have to have you over here in the tasting room, since you're just right over there in Santa Rosa.
Yeah, it's not far. I'd love to stop by. You guys sent me those 2 bottles. They were delicious. I'd be drinking it now, but they've already kind of disappeared, you know. But I had the cab and the, I think it was the Chardonnay, right? The butter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Really, really delicious. We had some fish tacos we paired with that. So.
Ooh. Oh, nice. If you're at home and you want to get stocked up on some wine, then you can also sip on what Eric was sipping on and what I'm sipping on this afternoon at jamcellars.com/buy. I have a question for you, Eric.
Yeah, hit me.
What kind of birds enjoy EDM and just want to dance with everyone?
Huh. Yeah, I don't know. EDM's not really my scene, so, you know.
Ravens.
Ah, that's good. Yeah.
Nice. Okay, cheers.
Yeah, cheers. You know, I actually wrote a new song about being naked. Maybe I should sing it.
Let's hear it.
It's a nude ditty.
Okay.
A nude ditty.
Oh.
Oh, see? Here we go.
Oh, wow. Okay, you have been working on this portfolio this past year. Very nice.
Yeah. Expect a lot of dad jokes in 2021, you know.
I gotta take 2 sips, because every time you tell a joke to me, I gotta double up. So here we go.
I can respect that, yeah.
All right. So you're tuned in from Santa Rosa. You've been living in the Bay Area for a while now. But when you were saying you were 5 years old when you originally moved to the East Coast from the Bay Area?
Yeah, so my parents were out here for kind of that original tech boom. So I was born out here and lived out here until I was about 5 years old, and then moved closer to the grandparents. So I grew up in York, Pennsylvania, kind of pretty close to the Susquehanna River. But I've been actually, like, I guess last year made it that I've been in California longer than I'd been in Pennsylvania. So I guess I'm a native now.
Yeah. Real quick, why did Georgia sleep with Pennsylvania's wife?
Ooh, you've done your homework. I don't know.
Because they're swing states.
Very good, very good. I'll drink to that one. Yeah, I'll take a sip to that one.
So I know for your debut and the first track on the debut, you made that intro song, the Pennsylvania on My Mind track. And how did you kind of decide on that particular track to kick things off with that debut release?
Yeah, so I mean, that was just a really important song to me. It was kind of when I had written that, I guess it's really appropriate what you're talking about, because I was really caught between Pennsylvania and California, and I think we can all relate to that, where you're being pulled towards one place, and you know you love everything about where you're headed, but you also love everything that you kind of came from, and they're different, you know, and we kind of have sacrifices, but we make gains, and it just felt appropriate. I mean, that record was called A Long Way From Home, so it just felt like an appropriate choice to set the scene, you know.
Yeah. Now, how many states within the United States have you visited? Because I know at one point you'd said that sort of your professional bucket list, so to speak, was to tour and visit each state and perform there ultimately. And how many have you crossed off that list at this
Sure,
point?
yeah, it's not enough, So if you're tuning
Yeah.
in, you want me to play your backyard, I'll be there. But I don't know. I've maybe been to 40% of America, as far as states go, a lot of the Northeast, definitely the West Coast and the Pacific Southwest, but I've never been to like Big Sky Country, and I've never been to the proper South. So those are
Okay.
big on my list.
How about Hawaii and Alaska?
I'd love to go,
You never been to Hawaii?
No, I've never been to Hawaii. Yeah.
What? Oh, it's amazing.
And I'm
Gotta
kind of
do
somebody
it.
that likes to, hang out in the sun and sip on margaritas. And I know margaritas aren't like a Hawaii thing, but it still seems appropriate to me.
The Mai Tais there
There we go. Yeah, I'll drink some
impeccable.
Mai Tais out there. Yeah. But those, didn't Mai Tais come from the Bay Area?
Did
in
they?
Emeryville, like Trader Vic's?
Oh, I'm gonna have to
in
research this
Emeryville?
after.
There's a Warren Zevon song about Trader Vic's and Mai Tais. I thought that they were from here. I could be totally off base, but
I'm gonna write this down. In the meantime, how do you feel about doing 2 songs back to back?
cool. That sounds great. Yeah.
Sweet. All right, what are we gonna be hearing?
I'm gonna play a song called "In Your Own Way," and then I'll introduce the next one after that. How about that?
Cool.
Cool.
All
Here we
right,
go.
let's do it.
Well, girl, I want a piece of your heart, and I'll tell you just where I'll start. Gonna love you just as you are, and I'll show you patience, show you comfort in difficult times. When you're down, I'll be by your side. When you fall, I'll reach down from the sky, and I'll show you patience. I ain't in a hurry, but there's something I needed to say. Go ahead and love me in your own way. Baby, in your own way. Baby, in your own way. If you show me emotion, well, then I'll give you devotion. Give it a chance and I'll get things going. And I'll show you patience, like a seed in need. Yeah, let's grow slowly, so that I know you and you, well, you know me fully. I ain't in a hurry, but there's something I needed to say. Go ahead and love me in your own way. Baby, in your own way. Baby, in your own way. I've been thinking on you a long time. Something about you I can't get off my mind. And I've been waiting for the right time to say that if you're gonna love me in your own way. I ain't in a hurry, but needed to say. Go ahead and love me in your own way. Baby, in your own way. Baby, in your own way. Baby, in your own way.
That's a song called "In Your Own Way." I'm gonna go straight into another one off of the record that turned 1 year old a few days ago. Looking up, this is a song called "You Only Love Me When You're High."
I was high when we fell in love. Two birds flying up above. Too stoned to come down. Too high up to see the ground. But you're a winner, so what can I say? Girl, I know you love to celebrate. I can't blame you for a thing, 'cause I was high getting in. You only love me when you're high, riding that fine white line. Gonna keep your paradise on that train running through the night. I was high when I met you. Still have some luck tucked in my left shoe. You got me feeling black and blue. It's the same part in you. But you're a winner, so what can I say? Girl, I know you love to celebrate. Can't blame you for a thing, 'cause I was high getting in. You only love me when you're high, riding that fine white line. Oh, they keep your paradise on your time. You only love me when you're high. Oh, they keep your paradise. Train blowing through the night. Oh, they keep your paradise.
Woo! Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
So those last two songs that you heard, everybody, "In Your Way" and "You Only Love Me When You're High," those are both available for purchase in terms of physical merch if you want to get some vinyl, or do you have it on CD too?
Yeah, yeah.
Then check it out at ericlongofficial.com, and absolutely follow him on social media. I think, do you post more frequently on Facebook or Instagram, would you say?
Instagram tends to be my platform, yeah.
And then you have the newsletter, I think, as well.
I do have a newsletter, yeah.
Cool.
I've been slacking this year, but
It's been a crazy year.
We're kicking it back up,
But I would like to raise a toast because you just basically celebrated the 1 year anniversary of the Looking Up release a few days ago. So cheers to you, Eric.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers. One of these days we'll be able to do a record release show,
Oh, I can't wait. Oh my goodness. There's something about that in-person experience with concerts, the connection between the people in the crowd, like meeting new friends that like you connect with somehow, like with the loud music going on, you're able to find new friends, but also the connection of knowing that the artist is there in person and just feeling that energy. It's something that can't fully be replaced, but we are lucky to have the virtual platform and this option.
Yeah, how cool is it that we can, that we were first, when the Spanish flu hit, like nobody was live streaming concerts.
Dude, I say this all the time. It's like, what were they doing?
Yeah, like we're not in the Black Plague, like it's pretty cool that I feel really blessed that even though this is all going on, we've been able to stay as connected as we have,
Yes, absolutely. So hope everyone watching is staying safe and sane. And that's why we do these shows. We join the forces of wine and music through Jam Cellars, and it's a beautiful thing because both wine and music are two very powerful forces in a lot of people's lives, and when you combine the two, it's just the perfect recipe.
Oh, it's like my favorite. Yeah.
Okay, so I know we kind of touched on like the intro and outro sort of decision making earlier, but specifically when it comes to like these two different releases, 2018 versus 2020, do you think that you changed your creative process or just the way that you wanted to put out this latest release differently? Is there any difference?
Yeah, I think it was very different from both the form of it being created and its kind of intentions. That first record was really about recording some songs that had been around for a long time in a home studio environment. So I worked with another local artist here in Sonoma County, really talented producer and guitar player named Tom Relling, and we recorded that in a home studio sort of environment. And it was really about getting the songs out there. On this last record that I put out about a year ago, the intention was really to put together kind of a powerful band with the intention of playing lots of shows and touring that band, get people moving a bit more, there's drums and it's a full band record,
Right.
So it was different in that way, both intention and form, but they're both super special to me.
And you kind of referenced the 2020 releases, like the follow-up Roots release with the full band, because you did all live recordings, right?
Yeah, we tracked that whole record. Here in Sonoma County, there's a really special studio called Prairie Sun. It's in Cotati, and I think it's Cotati, but we tracked the whole record live to tape. So all the vocals are live. We didn't. And I'm a big fan of that, like capture something real and authentic, as opposed to sitting in there and, living in Pro Tools and kind of like doing all this micro stuff. I'd so much rather just, rehearse some songs, show up and do it. So we cut that whole record, 10 tracks with the full band in 3 days.
Oh my gosh. But okay, with like the other components, it did not take 3 days, because I know you said that like with Bluebird, it was many, many, many retries and rewrites until you were like fully confident with that final product.
My process is kind of like get a song to the point where it is fluid and I like it enough where I want to present it to the band, and then I'd like to present it to the band or whoever I'm going to play with, and then capture it as quickly as I can with those people. So I might take a year or longer rewriting a song, and then to the place where I feel confident and happy with it. And then I will take it to other people who are just excellent at what they do. They're world-class musicians. And then I try and just capture their initial impressions of the song without having them have to think about it too much,
And like, how do you, between the melody and the lyrics and the entire creation, like what kind of comes first for you for any song? Do you have sort of rhythm or melody in mind that you want to match with the lyrics later on, or do the lyrics or the plot does the plot come first and then you match those words and those lines with the sound?
Yeah, no, that's a great question. I pretty much always start with the idea of the song. At least for my own music, I play on other people's stuff and it's totally different. But when it comes to me writing my own songs, it's almost always a lyrical idea that comes first, and then I'll just sit with a pot of coffee and just write and rewrite and rewrite. And that's when the guitar or whatever instrument I'm writing with would kind of come into play a bit more.
Yeah. Well, and I love like your style of basically storytelling with real situations, real people, real stories that you describe through the songs and through the lyrics. And do you, like, if there's ever a specific instance or a name mentioned, do you pull, like in Criminal Minds, you know, they're like, some names might be altered, or in all the like crime shows, they alter a little bit just to like maintain confidentiality.
You know,
how does that work for you?
For me personally, like I'll pull from anything and everything that's available, but it's still, even if I'm not writing an entirely personal story where it's not 100% autobiographical, I still believe that it still comes through the writer, right? Because we write from life experience, and if you tell a story, there's still a bit of you in that story, you know?
Right. Well, and you're a songwriter and overall musician, but that includes like so many things. And when I was delving into the specifics earlier, I was like, well, snap, I only know one of these instruments off the top of my head, because guitar, obviously, but then claw hammer banjo, which I'd never heard of.
Well, like it's a regular banjo. It doesn't have a back on it. But claw hammer is just the style that you would play it.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so it's rather than being like bluegrass, like diddling, 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 ding, ding. That's kind of like called scrug style. And then the more old time kind of way of doing it is called, it's like frailing or claw hammer. It's like, so it's the technique that you play the banjo with.
Gotcha. What about?
Which is great for like self-accompanying kind of stuff.
Yeah. Bottleneck slide.
Again, that's like a technique. So I make my own like slides.
What? You should sell those. That's
out
dope.
of wine bottles. Yeah. So,
dude, yeah.
So maybe we can go into business together, you know, like you guys.
Yeah. We'll do the dad joke and the bottleneck slide sort of combo.
It's a perfect combo. Yeah, so I play, that's just kind of like referring to like this kind of a thing. And you would play kind of like, I can't do it on, it's a little different on this guitar because it's not, but I'll play a little bit of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quick question before we delve into some more music. What did the guitar and the banjo name their daughter?
I don't know.
Amanda Lynn.
That's good.
Cheers, Eric. Cheers, everybody watching at home.
Hey, cheers.
Check us out if you want to get yourself some of our easy to love wines. Go to jamsellers.com/buy. All the links are in the comments below. Whether you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, you've got the links available. And then definitely go to ericlongofficial.com. Check out the merch, check out the music, subscribe to is it a newsletter, an email newsletter?
Yeah, if you go to my website, it's pretty easy. Just punch your email in there and I'll tell you when I'm playing someday. You know?
And if you're enjoying today's virtual concert as much as I am, then definitely venture over to the Venmo. Eric Long Music is the handle. And drop a buck or two or what have you if you're feeling tipsy. And
thanks, Sam.
do you want to do maybe another two back to back?
Yeah, cool. And I'm gonna kind of switch it up from our little set list a little bit. I'll play a little Bottleneck Slide for you guys.
Cool.
So this is a song called Hey Now Baby.
bed don't make a sound. You're sweet on my pillow with your head turned down while you're dreaming against my heartbeat. You are stealing my breath away. Yeah, while you're dreaming against my heartbeat, you are stealing my breath away. Well, all this working has me turned around. I work all day just to hear the sound of you dreaming against my heartbeat. You are stealing my breath away. Yeah, while you're dreaming against my heartbeat, you are stealing my breath away. Well, hush now, baby, don't you cry. I'll sing you a song, a lullaby, while you're dreaming against my heartbeat. You are stealing my breath away. Yeah, while you're dreaming against my heartbeat, you are stealing my breath away.
All right, so that one's called Hey Now Baby. I'm gonna try something brand new for you guys.
I wake up in the middle of the night, looking around, something just ain't right. Looking for my baby again, but my baby, she's gone to the weekend. 9 by 5, eat me alive in the city. Just an hour away, and we'll stay out all night long. She'll be shaking her thing, and I'll be singing and swinging them sweet songs. My baby, yeah, my baby, yeah, my baby, she's coming home. A week away and it's dragging me down, walking around all without you around. Need my baby back by my side, but my baby, she's gone to the weekend. 9 by 5, Eat me alive in the city. Just an hour away and we'll stay out all night long. She gonna shake her thing and I'll swing and sing sweet, sweet songs with my baby. Yeah, my baby. Yeah, my baby. My baby coming home.
Woo! Thank you, Eric Long, everybody. Now,
Thank you.
Eric,
Yeah.
is that song released?
No, so that's brand new. It's kind of weird because as an artist, you don't know whether or not you should, put something into a stream that's kind of brand new. But I figure, what the heck, let it. If it was like a live show, I'd play it, So I kind of feel like that's how I wanted to approach it. But yeah, that's brand new. So.
Heck yeah. And do you have like a little portfolio of things that you've been working on this past year? Or are you planning on releasing like little singles and tidbits? Or are you waiting to do more of like a full release?
I'm heading into the studio pretty soon. I'm going to be recording some singles here at the house, and then I'm doing another full-length record that's kind of in the process right now. So it's been a year of a lot of writing for me. So I would say expect news of an EP and a record coming up with working with different people. So,
Ooh, it's exciting. Well, speaking of writing, okay, so let's say there are some TV show writers and they are going to start a reality show based on your life, and they want to come up with the perfect theme song to kind of capture the essence of you as a person, to introduce everyone per episode. What song would you want as your sort of theme song if there's a show about
my
you?
theme song, or is it
Your theme song.
Like I write it or somebody else writes it? Like
It doesn't matter. It could be either.
I got
But
a
what
song
would you
called.
want?
I got a song called that's also not released. So stay tuned. But I'm an every kind of beer kind of man. I'd say that's me.
Can we get a preview?
Stay tuned.
Oh my gosh. Well, everybody, you got to stay tuned. So you got to go to the website that we've linked and either subscribe to that newsletter or follow Eric on Instagram, because he'll be updating you. And then if you are also an every type of beer type of person, then you'll want to stay tuned for that song.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy the best drinks, of course, but also I'm not going to be picky when it comes down to it,
Yeah, we were talking about this earlier, like quarantine, COVID, it's kind of changed the outlook on beverages overall, I think.
Yeah, but there's still something about good stuff like what you guys have that, it's,
Oh, yeah.
you pick a time and a place for those kind of bottles,
And if you would like to pick a time or a place at your leisure, you can venture over to jamcellars.com/buy. And there's no better pairing with our wines than some of Eric Long's music. And you can find that at the links that are also posted below. And just sit back and just enjoy. Because as we were talking about earlier, like music and wine, and at least over here on the West Coast, we've got perfect weather right now. So this is just one of those days, and last
it's like
day
80
of March.
degrees outside.
Yeah, it's pretty hot actually today. It's almost summer. I was realizing I don't even know where my bathing suits are because I didn't go to any pools during COVID last summer. So we'll see. But do you guys have a pool at your Santa Rosa place?
We don't have a pool, but we do some like redneck stuff where we'll like fill up like a 50-gallon like drum, like those blue barrels.
Yes.
So we'll fill those up with water and just like with the hose, and we'll just like have our own. So like through COVID, we've been able to have like socially distanced, get in your own personal tub, like 10 feet away from your roommate who's also in like his own, personal tub of water. Wow. So that's as close as we have to a pool, other than just going over to, swim in the Russian River or out to the coast,
I feel like I'm picturing all of you in your personal tubs of water in your little pools, but then with the I feel like there's a name for this, but it's almost like badminton, but it's Velcro, and it's almost like tennis or badminton, and it's
I know what you're
Velcro with
talking about.
the ball that you toss across. That's what I'm picturing. I don't know why, but
That'd be a great thing to do from the barrels, from the tubs.
okay, so let's see here. Before we get into some more music, do you have another dad joke for me? Because I have another for you.
All right, this is another original. So where do the chickens live, like up north? And I'm talking like way up north, like where it gets real cold. Igloos. They live in igloos.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like it.
I became an uncle like for the first time like 3 months ago, so I've really been trying to step up my game with dad jokes.
I love it. I call my jokes, they're like the auntie boozy, like the drunk aunt that goes to Thanksgiving and like gives all the cousins, like the nieces and nephews, presents, and she's like never had kids, and
I love it. Yeah.
yeah, that's the style of joke I do.
Yeah. Doesn't have to be a dad joke,
So speaking of birds, you were just talking about chickens. How many birds does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't know. I want to go with like a wing sort of a thing, but yeah, you stumped me again.
Toucan.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I'll drink to that one too. Yeah.
It helps. Cheers, everybody. Happy Wine Wednesday.
Yeah, cheers to everybody out there. Thanks for tuning in.
And cool. So we just heard one of your unreleased songs that everyone needs to stay tuned and sign up for the newsletter, follow them on social, and you'll get all the live real-time updates when that'll come out. But maybe let's do another 2 back-to-back, and then we'll have time for one final song at the end.
Cool. That sounds great. Yeah.
Sweet. Cheers, Eric.
Cheers. So this next one is from my grandma Gladys. This song's written about her. It's called Happy. My grandpa John everybody used to call her Happy, actually. She was a nurse and she was a wonderful woman. So this is a song called Happy.
Well, sugar cookies eating in the kitchen with the television on in the back room, watching old recordings of reruns of the Cirque du Soleil on the tube. Well, you know when you see her, 'cause she smiles while she's sleeping and dreams while she's awake, laughs while she's eating fresh baked angel cake, and she smiles while she's standing and capture men laughing and happy. Oh yeah, happy. Oh yeah, happy. Yeah, happy. That's how I know her now. Well, iced tea is waiting on the back porch, where the kids are all playing in the yard. Books are stacked up in the attic. She's smiling down from the stars. Well, you know when you see her, 'cause she smiles while she's sleeping and dreams while she's awake. That's why she's eating fresh baked angel cake. And she smiles while she's standing and kept her men laughing and happy. Oh yeah, happy. Oh yeah, happy. Yeah, happy. That's how I know her now.
That one's called Happy. We're gonna go straight from that into a song called Hypocrite. It's a little bit different kind of a song. You'll see why.
Like your music hi-fi. Well, I don't care for the taste. I like the sound of a fiddle. You prefer the bass. You're too cool for comfort, high-heeled in the rain. Honey, you got bad tattoos and you hate the blues, so I've been drinking every day. But your eyes shine like silver when it rains. Can't help this feeling I'm going insane. I want it both ways, and I'm still trying to have some fun. I'm in and out of love. Call me a hypocrite. You say I drink too much. Well, then show me a sign. The ship is headed nowhere. Please, Lord, throw me a line. They say that nobody's perfect. Lord, I know that it's true. I'm as far as a man can be, but I'm in love with you. But your eyes shine like silver when it rains. I can't help this feeling I'm going insane. I want it both ways, and I'm still trying to have some fun. I'm in and out of love. Call me a hypocrite. Well, you can call me a hypocrite. I still want you by my side. know that I'm a son of a bitch, but don't you know that I tried?
That's a Hypocrite.
Yeah. Everybody watching, that is the closing song for Eric's 2020 release, Looking Up. And we're not quite closing out of this show yet. We've got an encore song for you in just a sec. But real quick, I just wanted to note that I think that it is impeccable the way that you illustrated all these different stories and emotions over the course of these 10 songs and Looking Up. I think starting with Every Day was the right move, and then everything in between, all the other 8 songs leading up to Hypocrite, that 10th song, I think it flows so well, and it's its own book. So you can have that sort of book, and then you can maybe collab with me for the dad joke book.
Yeah, there we go. Right. Yeah. it's a package deal. Yeah.
And I loved the previous song dedicated to your grandma. I think that's awesome.
Yeah, she was a special lady. Gladys, that was her name.
Gladys. Yeah, my grandma and I, we used to do Rice Krispies together. So when you were talking about the sugar cookies and the angel food cake, it just reminded me of that. So I think it's really cool how music and the lyrics that are put out by artists such as yourself can kind of transport everyone in their own way within that story. And
yeah,
really
it doesn't have
great.
to be an angel food cake. We all have that thing that somebody cooked for us that is special to us.
Right.
So
Well, I want to thank you before we get into this last song. This has been so much fun, and it's just really great having music provided to us, like these little concerts, because it's been a crazy year, a year plus now. And I think, I don't know if I mentioned to you, but those of us at Jam Cellars, we've partnered with the Sweet Relief Musicians Fund. So just this last Friday, we did the final Friday Sweet Relief show with Brothers Comatose, and we contribute once a month up to $2,500 to the Musicians Fund, which assists musicians during this crazy time. So it's really great. And like I said, music and wine, they're powerful forces, and that's like what we're all about. And it's definitely a really cool thing that you should look into, because it's just like an amazing situation.
cool. I'll check it out. Yeah, that's kind of news to me. So I will. But that's awesome that you guys are doing that. Because it's keeping people like me and all the other talented Bay Area artists, music or whatever. It's like grants and things like that have really kept people afloat through these trying times. But we're all like itching to get back out there and perform and give back to our communities, and
I feel like we're so close. We're so freaking close. With that being said,
hey, cheers to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers to
Cheers
you.
to
Thanks,
you.
guys. Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure. Yeah.
Cheers. Before we get into this last song, Eric, what did the nervous cherry say?
I don't know, Sam. You're getting me with these.
The nervous cherry said, "I have a pit in my stomach." Okay.
I'll listen to them all day. Yeah. But
I'll send you all my jokes, and then you can respond with yours, and then we'll get an illustrator and we'll get it going for the book.
that's it. Yeah.
All right. So with cherries being mentioned, what is this
Yeah.
last song we're gonna hear?
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit about the show, just for anybody that's maybe watching. But so this next song, I call it Marachino Cherries. And every time I say that into a mic, like people like Sam, they kind of, there's always people in the audience that are, And so the full story is like, I thought that's how you pronounced it, like a maraschino.
Can you do it one more
cherry.
time? Oh, yeah.
Like maraschino, And I had recorded this song, I guess it was in 2018, and I sent some mixes to a bartender friend of mine, He was like, Eric, the album sounds great, except it's not a Marachino Cherry. And he's like, that's my favorite song, but it's not called a Marachino Cherry. And I was like, what do you mean? And he pronounced it another way. And then I've like I did a show with an Italian guy one time, and he corrected me. He was like, it's not a Marachino Cherry, and so I don't know, Maraschino.
Comment below, please.
Yeah, comment to tell. Please, like, can we please solve this once and for all? Like, tell me.
I say it Marachino.
That sounds great to me.
Is that how the Italian dude said it?
Yeah, kind of, but it totally messes with my rhyme scheme,
Yeah.
It's like a crucial line in the song. If I were to change it, it would be really weird and awkward.
So for the song's sake, I can't even do it. You say it.
It's Marachino Cherries.
Okay.
Yeah.
There we go. All right, everybody. There we go.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, guys. This is Marachino Cherries.
Still don't know where I'm going. Guess it's time to move along. Don't know where I'm headed. There's just no way to know. It's so easy to say, little harder to do. Sometimes it's the sweetest things you can hang on to, like butterscotch and berries, Marachino cherries. Sometimes the sweetest things fade away before long. So hold on to the best, let go of the rest. 'Cause in the morning, well, them sweet things might be gone. Takes a lot of man to know what he's after, and a better man will let it walk away. When the time comes that there's no laughter, and only yesterday. What's a good man to do without a woman by his side? Day after day, and night after night. Well, even the sweetest fruit rots away in time. Better to pick the apple than to play by the rules in life, like butterscotch and berries, Marachino cherries. Sometimes the sweetest things fade away before long. So hold on to the best, let go of the rest. 'Cause in the morning, well, them sweet things might be gone. Still don't know where I'm going. Guess it's time to move along. Don't know where I'm headed. There's just no way to know. It's so easy to say, a little harder to do. And sometimes the sweetest things you can hang on to, like butterscotch and berries, Marachino cherries. Sometimes the sweetest things fade away before long. So hold on to the best and let go of the rest. 'Cause in the morning, well, them sweet things might be gone.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Eric.
Hey, cheers. It's been a real pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys. I really
Cheers.
appreciate it. Yeah.
And definitely check out the links that have been posted below for Jam Sellers and for Eric Long's music all throughout today's show. Thank you so much for tuning in, and happy Wine Wednesday, everybody. Thanks, Eric.
Thanks, Sam. Appreciate it.